Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. It's a really nice day here today, so hopefully this will be the first of many videos this season outside. Yeah, nice day today. I was able to spend a lot of the afternoon stitching out here actually while on a little Zoom meetup with some stitchy friends, so that was a nice way to spend the day. Can't really tell, but this arm is a little bit redder than this arm just because of how the sun was shining today. Yeah, so as far as this week goes, we are still waiting for a fridge, so that should come on Thursday hopefully. My son ended up stepping on his iPad and crushing it, so we had to get him a new iPad because he needs it for virtual school, so that's great. So hopefully no other major expenses come our way anytime soon. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. All right, my cat keeps trying to get outside. He has snuck out 3 times today. It's gonna be a long summer, I guess. All right, so I had mentioned last week that I was going to do some taste testing of the tea that came in the spring flavors sample box from David's Tea. So the first one is pomegranate echinacea. So that's what that looks like. And it smells really nice. I had some of the regular pomegranate in iced tea form yesterday. So this is considered a fruit infusion. Apple, hibiscus, rosehip peel, echinacea, sweet blackberry leaf, candied pineapple, natural pomegranate flavoring, beetroot, licorice, pomegranate peel, and rose petals. I kind of spilled some on the way out as well. With me filming outside, I didn't think it was fancy teacup setting for my tea. Not too much of a strong flavor quite yet, but probably still needs to steep a little bit. All right, let's start off with haul. So first off, the rest of the Lizzie Kates I had ordered from Charting Creations, I had mentioned last week came. So you got this Be You Bravely, Be Kind, Always Enjoy Every Moment. Apparently my dog is going to bark. Forgive, Move On, Think Happy Thoughts. So now I should have all of the series for the big piece on the back. And maybe when our lockdown is over, I can go into Stitch It Central to get some fabric for it, because I would trust Maria to get me the right length as opposed to my own measurements. And then my last bit of haul was, so I ordered the chart, Modern Folk Embroidery chart, Rule of Life, and then the Leo and Roxy floss that go along. So again, I'm very lucky in that I live in the same city as Caroline. So I was able to meet up with her on Thursday and was able to get the chart and the floss from her, so I'm very fortunate that way. Again, hoping that the stitch along doesn't start until after our lockdown is complete, so I can go into Stitch It Central and I can get some fabric for this piece. And then I also got a couple other floss colors. So the one is Bebe, and then this one is Cotton Candy. yeah, so when I was picking this up, I got to have a little peek into Caroline's new workspace. It looks great. And so it was nice to see a friendly face, especially during this time. So her workspace is not too far from where I work, so I was able to slip out on my lunch break to quickly grab that from her. So we're looking forward to a time where we might be able to meet for coffee one of these days. So we will see. We will see. I wanted to thank a few Flosstubers for giving me a shout out recently. Stacy No Stitcher, she gave me a little shout out on her last video this week. Karen from KB Studio Creations, she gave a little shout out to me as well last night. And then I believe Alba Stitcher gave me a shout out today. I haven't been able to watch her video quite yet, but I had a couple new subscribers come over, and I know at least one of them said it was from Alba Stitches. So thank you very much, ladies, for those shout outs. I appreciate it. All right, so let's start with my finishes. I have a fully finished. I think I worked on this Tuesday night. I'm not sure on the actual night. So this was a Stitch Mania start last year, and I just needed to finish it up. So I think it's supposed to say Hello Spring, but I changed it to Cluck just so I could leave it out. This little chicken I had picked up last summer at an antique store in Port Stanley when we were out at the cottage, and then I just cleaned him up a little bit. You wouldn't know it, but I did try to clean him up a little bit. I think that's just permanent dirt, which is fine. And then I just finished the stitch piece on sticky board, and then just put a little, like a tiny dollop of glue on the back, so I could easily take it off if needed. And see, I didn't even do anything fancy to the back or anything. So that is finish number 1. My only fully finish. And then finish number 2 was yesterday. I finished this piece. I didn't bring the pattern, but it's black pumpkin or blackjack pillow keep by, I don't know. I can't remember what the pattern name is. I got it off a stash unload, and I had picked it because it had Jack, so my son's name. So yeah, I need to get some Halloween fabric, and then I'll probably finish it as a pillow. And I thought this is tea-dyed Ada, probably 22 count, maybe 18 count. And this piece that was extra grungy, I thought worked well for this piece. So that's done. So I'm having some pretty good luck on my Mania this year in finishing up some pieces from last year, so that's good. I would say it's definitely more herbal than the echinacea is coming out more than the pomegranate flavor. Okay, so then I'm just gonna go in order what's in my little basket here. I had a new start, which is Calvin and Clyde, Priscilla and Chelsea. And yep, this is the way it goes. So this is on 18 count. I want to say it's Stormy Sky, but I don't know if that's right or not. I don't know the brand. It was in my Mother's Day gift last year. So how far I got on that. So that was one night of stitching. So I'm happy with that so far. And so I just have it added in to my Super the Housewives bag of all my littler pieces for them. Alright, today from the Punch Needle and Permanent Stitcher magazine, last spring, I worked on Hedgehog House. You've all seen it. So I added the green and the green up here. Now, question for you, his belly has a plus sign as a symbol. But in the legend, in my magazine, I know Stacy No One Stitcher, her magazine too, it doesn't say what color corresponds with that. I did send Stephanie from Lindy Stitches a message on Instagram asking, but I haven't heard back from her yet. But I was just wondering if anyone else ran into that problem, or I know that the printed chart was re-released this year, so maybe the belly of the hedgehog has a different symbol, or maybe the color is outlined there. I looked online and I couldn't find anything that was a known issue, but I would think that someone else would have asked that question by now. So if you know what the hedgehog's belly should be, let me know. All right. And then another new start was Fairy Tale by Shannon Christine. There's a lot of colors for this one. A lot. And I still need to order the Krynic and the beads for it. This is on a piece of 14 count Fortnite fabric that just happened to be just the right size. My margins are going to be a little bit snug, but it'll be fine. So that's how far I got with that. Hopefully you can see that. The rose up top, and then that's the hair of Sleeping Beauty, I believe. So a lot of color changes in this one for sure. And this is in my Mickey Mouse bag from Busy Bee and Bag. Yeah, I think. Busy Bee and Bags. Sorry, can't remember her shop name on Etsy, but I got a couple bags from her recently, so yeah. All right, this one here is a model stitch. So you're for Karen at KEB Studios. So after tonight, you probably won't see it again. So this is the very first part of it, and this is on a 28 count opalescent Lugana, and that's just your sneak peek of what that pieces look like. So I'm not letting you have a long look at that, but once it's done and Karen is ready to release it, then you'll get to see the finished piece. So that was one night of stitching. Lately I have been watching, I have to do some recertification courses for my HR designation, so I've been watching a lot of webinars in the evenings, and I think that night I had 2 different things to watch, so like 3 or 4 hours of just watching these webinars. So I was able to get that. That was further than I thought I was gonna get. But yeah, I think I'm very much looking forward to the finished product for that. So, and Karen's patterns are very easy to follow, and I think it'll be well received when it's done. At least I hope so. All right, and then I worked on Barbara Anna Light I'm not going to find the picture because you all know what it looks like. So, fox in the grass. So, what did I do here? Okay, added a little bit more up here. Added this part, the ears. And this part down here, I believe. Yeah. This is on a 14 count. Ada. It was probably just in like a scrap bag that I got from Stitch It Central at one point. And then today, while I was on my little Zoom meetup, I was working Happy Camper. It's also Whip Go weekend this weekend. And this was one of my Whip Go goals. So for the weekend, I had put that I wanted to get 500 stitches in it. And I definitely met that so far. I need to count how much that each added. Because I'm almost at my 1,000. So this is, Happy Camper was a stitch along with Fat Quarter Shop last year. So I pretty much have done all of this camper. I added the little cat to look like Arlo. Had I shown that last week? I don't know if I did or not. But yeah. So I got a lot done on that today. I think this is a 16 count tea-dyed Ada that I tea-dyed. Alright, and last but not least, I actually worked on this a little bit more after. Okay, got a little bug in here already. Alright, I worked on this a little bit after. Sorry, I got interrupted by a bedtime hug. So this I worked on after our video last week. So it was Jack Frost Tree Farm. And also after a video last week, I made muffins, and then I burnt literally all my fingers because I thought it was a good idea to grab the muffin tin with my hand instead of the hand with the oven mitt on. But I was determined to get the sign, like the words in the sign. So I added the words, so I obviously took out the frost part. So all the words are in there. I should have done 3 up, but that's okay. I'll just do like I should have done 3 solid rows of white underneath, but instead I'll just do 2 solid rows up top and it'll still be okay. So I was glad to get that done, even with all my fingers burnt. They were all bandaged up. It was quite the ordeal. But now they're okay. So yeah, so that is everything I've stitched on this week. So happy with my progress, as I said. I'm glad I've got some finishes done already. I meant to do this last week, but I wanted to do a giveaway for this pattern. So this was a stitch that I finished last week. And so it's a Prairie Schooler. Let's say what it's called. Nope. So it's just a little Prairie Schooler bee. So if you are interested in this little pattern, just say B below in your comments, and I will pick a winner next week on my next video. I think that's everything. So I hope everyone has a good week ahead. Again, thank you everyone who shouted me out these last few days. Much appreciated. Thank you everyone for your kind comments on my videos. Those are always appreciated. And yeah, as far as we go, our lockdown has been extended until June 2nd. But my husband just read an announcement that our premier said that that summer camps will be allowed to operate, so that gives me a little bit of hope that I may have some childcare on the summer. So fingers crossed that that actually happens, because he very much enjoyed it last year, and I think it's very, very good for him socially to not be on his iPad all day long while I'm trying to work. So fingers crossed that actually comes through. My husband was able to book his first vaccine for, I believe, May 30th, and hopefully this coming week my turn will open up that I can schedule an appointment. So we'll see, slowly but surely, fingers crossed. Yeah, so thank you again, everyone, and we will talk to you next week. Bye.